back to another DayZ Hardcore One Life Challenge with your boy, Roy. These are the stats. It's exactly where we left Roy on Sunday. We are exactly where we left Roy. Bit of a predicament. Wuthering Heights again. We've read it. Don't want to read it again. I have to turn my headset down a sec. Yeah, if you look at the stats, we can't eat that. It contains water. Can't even drink it if we wanted to. So I think the consensus in the chat was that we should try and heal up in all of beds. Do some tasks. Maybe a bit of cooking. Maybe we get some bolts for Roy. And if we can avoid getting battered by zombies, splint removed, which is nicely snug on the left ankle still, then that would be a Brucey bonus. I mean, finding a syringe would be great as well. We're flashing sleep straight off the rip. Not a lot we can do about that apart from pass out and regain it back to solid state. If I remember, there was a trash pile around the corner in this general direction. We need to find a bush. Is this a bush we could use to get some bolts? No, it's a tree. We're not even 1000% sure we've got the medication for the pain. It's not your standard medications that spring to mind. If it is a 2-hour heal for a break, is it a 2-hour continuous heal without resetting the splint? I don't know. I've given up trying to guess that. We're just going to go with it. I wouldn't mind getting a long stick and going into that house and preparing some more arrows. We've got a chambered IJ for Roy. This is all firewood, bro. We do need firewood for cooking our chicken, just to kill a bit of time. A full apple, full water though, with a bottle of water on us. Rummage away, my boy. Rummage away. Syringe straight off the rip. Of course not. Oh, there we go. It's the first nap of episode 10. All the doubters, rip up those betting slips, throw them away. But can I tempt you in with a little cheeky offer? We'll give you odds of 9 to 1 that Roy doesn't make it to episode 20. I can't do any further than that. Any fairer than that. 3 to 1 that he does. A solid sleep state means we should be able to shuffle around for a little bit longer than we just managed. How long was that before the first pass out? 3 minutes? Lovely. Oh, there he is. We can see the light. Don't go towards it, Roy. Well, actually, yeah, do. Let's just get this firewood. These gloves are going to go in a sec, and then we have got the backup gloves that we found, which I'm sure were pristine and they're now worn. Oh, there we go. Great timing. So, worn. I'm sure we found them in a pristine state. Let's get this in the house first. This will do for cooking our chicken. Reset the heat buff, even though I believe it may have changed seasons since we were last on. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed a change. It was so dark with this passing out animation visual. I can't tell whether it was winter or summer or autumn before. I can't remember. I had to upgrade a mod or update a mod before we could play. Christmas lights, wonderful. Just what everybody needs. Nursing broken leg. Let's go back for that long stick so that we can kill two birds with one stone and get a little bit of prep work done in the shack of dreams. There we go. We're not going to need 2 logs to cook 2 bits of chicken. Hopefully no zombies cotton on to the fact that we're here. Knock yourself out, Roy. Well done, well done. Let's get these broken down. Excuse me, the allergies are playing up particularly today. We got the Cleveland Brown of Dreams. The Ray Romano is going strong. Yeah, pristine hunting knife. We're going to have to use that to sharpen, aren't we? Let's have a look at the medicine as well while we're sat here. Craft a bolt. We've got plenty of feathers. Ross will be happy. Let's now chuck a couple of these bad boys on for a bit more accuracy, a bit more true flight. Combine it with the 1 badly damaged bolt I think we've already got. That'll do. 3. 1 in the chamber, 3 in the bag. Lots of pills. Saline. Blood's fine though, we don't need to take that. It's the vials. We know that's for pneumonia, sepsis. Mental state. I think Ironix is pain. I think it's level 3 pain. Metoclopramide I think is maybe pneumonia. Thiopental. Could it be blood? Perthrin sounds like pain. So does Maltifer as well, though. And Cerasol, I'm pretty sure that one is pain. Nimesulide, not sure. But Nimesil is pain, isn't it? So maybe Nimesulide is strong pain. And there's more oxacillin, which you can combine. Okay, that's handy to know. Actually just made a space, have we? Am I dreaming? I think I'm dreaming, and yeah, we're dreaming. Rags in the bag. Trick will be happy. Now we need some bark, so we're gonna have to shuffle on out again. Not gonna have a shave, Roy, not today. I hope there's a tree around the back. I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah. Here we go. It's something like 5 AM in game time as well, so perfect for, well, ironically, visibility. Daylight visibility, anyway. Not raining, so you've got to look at the bright side. Got to look at the positives for our boy. It's a nice day to be crafting bolts and cooking chicken. Chambered IJ if it all gets too much for him. I'd love to go looting around all events for something else, but just getting slapped by the zombie is just not going to be good, is it? 8 matches. Pretty sure that's it then, in terms of lighting a fire. Oh, did that go first time? Yeah, alright, that'll do. Flash in sleep again. Oh, we're up on the skills already. Roy ploughing. Pretty much completed it. Come on, come on. Test me, test me. It's been a hell of a week. Test me. Dare ya, double dare ya, peek my window. Look at him twitching, look at him shivering. Because of the lack of sleep. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's all over the place. All over the place, our boy. To be expected, though. We don't need to drink our water. What did I just on? The chicken, yeah, of course. We can wait in here for it to cool. We haven't got any light source. We haven't got anything to fix up our equipment. Well, the equipment, apart from the denim jacket. Can we wring this out? Yeah. Let's get on top of that. We should dry off completely then in front of the fire. Without even having to drop our drawers to the floor. We may shuffle on down the road towards Berry though. I think spending as much time as we can here, drying out, cooking, made some bolts. Could make 2 more, so we've got a full stack of 5. There he goes. Mid-ring. Luckily, it takes ages to cook stuff on here, so I don't think we're going to burn the chicken, but it wouldn't surprise me. The way Roy's luck's been going recently, it wouldn't surprise me. We seem to get a solid 6 minutes, maybe even 7 minutes there without passing out. Whilst we were a stable red moon. Oh my god, wouldn't it just be delightful to see that bone symbol just disappear? Come back to us, Roy. Your chicken's nearly done, mate. Nothing worse than dry chicken. Come on, that's it. That's the ceiling. Wake up. Oh dear. Okay. You're alright, you're alright. Good boy. We can wring our clothes out and wait for the chicken to finish. Hopefully we can get down to damp pants. God, some of the sayings we're coming out with today, Roy. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Get the drawers on. Shoes are a little bit wet. Can we leave them by the fire for a bit? The Jeff cake. It's wet. I don't think we're going to get through this without needing to take the chicken off the grill. I don't mind. I think it should be alright. Should be alright. Comfort for Roy. Oh, look at that. Look at him. He looks like, Arrow. Literally. What is he, a Marvel character? Arrow? Oh, man. Look at him. Yeah, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Don't be fooled by the broken leg, boy. Good God. Served quicker in my local chicken shop on a Saturday night. Look at those stats. Ignore the moon. Ignore the broken leg. The rest of it's looking beautiful. It's a long road to Barazo, though. A long road. A long and winding road. Goddamn. We're going to set off, though. We're going to set off once our chicken is cool. I don't really want to pocket it. I could. It doesn't seem to reduce in heat when you pocket it. As quick as it does when you just drop it on the floor, like so. Shoes are still damp. What have we got? Our rags are disinfected. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of iodine left. Disinfected rag. Pretty sure that will only give us 1 rag, won't it? It's 1 rag that we didn't have, huh? Takes it to a pile of 3. Just in case we get some nasty grazes. Good lad. Good lad. 80 degrees. Oh, it tells you on here, doesn't it? Like, can't be consumed too hot, too cold. Nice. Yeah, see the clothes, apart from the cape. The pants have dried off nicely. Shoes are on the way, still pristine. A little munch. Get the chicken inside us. so that we don't pass out while eating and drop it on the floor and unable to find it with this visibility. Knowing my luck. Drop it in the grass. 70 okay? No? Gotta wait for it to be a little bit cooler than that. 49%. That's not a bad one. Not too shabby. Look at the stats on it. Okay. I've never even noticed them before. It's just bad, isn't it? My god. How damp were the shoes, bro? I suppose we could chug the water. It has dropped down to chunked. Might as well get that back up to full tippity top. Take a bit of weight off us as well. Just a tad. There you go. Shoes are done. Once these are edible, then we can take them with us. We haven't got to worry about them cooling anymore, you know? The long and winding road to unconsciousness. Do-do-do. God. Help us. And save us. Please don't make it too long before we shake off this broken leg, eh? What's the chances of someone coming along and running us over? Dare I say, putting us out of our misery. We're about to pass out, I think, so I'm not going to start munching on our first bit of chicken till when I get to the... We're going to time this as well. We've got a lot of time on our hands here. We've got a lot of time on our hands, so we're going to do this for science. How long can he walk normally, should we say, before passing out? And then what is the numerical difference with control walking? Nothing else. If you're going to play this server, or you already do, we're going to help you with some scientific truths. We're going to dispel some myths today. It's not going to be the most entertaining of journeys, but it is what it is, as they say. It is what it is. Eye on the time. 17:50. So we're approaching 18 minutes in. I noticed there was a restart at 45 minutes, which is perfect. Back-to-back recordings today. One going out Wednesday evening. A bit later than usual because we're streaming Wednesday. If you're watching this video, you will have known we'd have already streamed in the evening, and then the VOD and this video will then go live, and then the next recording, if we get to a part 11, will go up as usual Sunday afternoon UK time. Don't want to miss any piles of dirt on the ground. Okay, 18:30 on my clock. Since I pressed start record, 18 minutes 30. But what we want to keep an eye on is the time what it is when we wake up. And then we'll go full forward, and I mean, it's not exactly sprinting, but we'll walk normally without holding control. See how long or how little time Roy gets at that blistering pace. Royston Bolt Jr. Come on, son. I mean, at least it's not raining. It's not winter. So temperature's not going to be a problem. I'm not going to have to make a fire on the side of the road, for example. Let's make sure we're facing the right way. And now I'm going to wait till it's 19:30. Easier for me to time it. And he's off. Here we go. Royston in the outside lane. He's just gone past Stephen Hawkins, but Stephen Hawkins has just reached for his chair and it's over. 19:37 when he dropped. Literally gets 7 seconds. So yeah. Control walking is the way. So it's nothing like vanilla DayZ. when you have a splint on a broken leg in vanilla DayZ, official DayZ, you can walk pretty much normally. The state of unconsciousness seems to be for less time though, but yeah. Not much of a trade-off that, is it? Quit your old jibber-jabbing. Give the people what they want. Extremely slow chicken eating ASMR. Not exactly fast food, this, is it, Roy? Not really. Dear, 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 dear. There are a couple of landmarks to look out for. There are some rocks on the left-hand side, which in other servers I like to get a little sleep under, because it's just off the beaten track. If my character needs a 5-minute snooze, or you need an IRL break, it's a nice little spot. After that, there is an abandoned vehicle, and like I'm sure there's a garden shed as well, and it's sort of parallel to the mustache. A couple of other houses, log cabin, which is between Barazo and Vishnoi, whatever it's called, so Vishnoi. So they're the sort of landmarks we're looking for. Let's just eat this chicken before we pass out again. Drop it. Alright. At least food and drink are not going to be an issue for a good old while. Temperature's fine, blood's fine, health is fine. Other than the leg. Would have been nice to search bins in Olivet's for a syringe, but it's the trade-off, isn't it? If we get battered by zombies, if we get pushed by a mummy zombie, or God forbid 2, it could be the end of us. So we take the long and blinding road. Blinding. Making sure we don't miss any strange piles of rubbish that might have just been put there for aesthetic reasons on the original build, but would now serve as some little outside hope. Maybe we spot a fire going, you know, in those buildings which are sort of that way, just down the hill. There is like a deer stand there, there's a feeder just in that clump of trees somewhere there. I'm not going to go off the road to look for it though in this state. I would normally. Nice day for it though, Roy. Nice day for it, son. I thought it would be too good to be true to make the bolts, cook the chicken, set off, and I had visions then in the script of the leg just healing itself. Coincidentally, like 20 minutes in when we were ready to set off to Barazo, but nah. No, it's not. Dear, dear, dear. Do. If this doesn't heal before Barazo, I wouldn't know what to tell you, really. I wouldn't know what to tell you. Got to be guaranteed a syringe in Barazo, surely to God. Famous last words, but at this pace, it's difficult to time. We may not even get to Barazo this episode, and if that were the case, surely the leg would heal on the way. No interference from zombies. Obviously, we can't speak for players. There were a handful on when I logged in. Started recording this episode. Roughly 8:05 AM UK time, and yeah, there were a handful of people on before me. Quite a couple of bends in the road before we're going to be able to see that broken down car, which I think has got a bin or two around it, or rubbish pile or something. But yeah, it's still a bit of a way off. Oh my God. Good thing is we can't see all of it anymore because of the brow of the hill, and it feels like progress. Here comes the flash in sleep. Roy will have a snooze, and he'll probably be able to get on for another 7 minutes trudging. God damn it as well, and why can't you just chug those vials of medicine? Surely it's going to do the same thing. Smash it back like Michael Jackson on a bottle of cough mixture. Ugh. The progress, or lack of. It is progress, though. It is progress. It's slow progress. I wonder if this would even go towards your athletic ability. I suppose it would be number of meters you've moved. Go toward your skill points. Wish you could bring your skill points up like in the top right as you're walking or doing something. That would be cool. Just a little box in the top right so you could adjust things on the move without having to fully commit and go into the menu and expose your character. You know, have to be in a nice safe place. That would be a nice touch. Probably, I was going to say not realistic, but nor is having skills to increase. Well, you would increase your skills by doing various things. Lighting fires, hunting, butchering. But you wouldn't have to take them off in a book, would you? Well, here he goes. 26 minutes in. Just over. Should be out for about 30 seconds, and then we'll be good to go for another 6 or 7 minutes. Should be able to get to that abandoned car. We're going to go out on a limb and say we'll be able to get at least some visibility, a sighting of something that we could potentially search. It's about 2 bends in the road away, I believe. Come on, son. Get yourself together. Here he is. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen. Heavyweight champion of the walk. Because you're mine. I walk the line. I broke my leg about 7 years ago. Why am I walking so damn fucking slow? God. It's already having detrimental mental effects on Roy. I can feel it already. He thinks he's Johnny Cash now. Don't get that IJ out, Roy. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. There's going to be a syringe and a bottle of bourbon waiting in this abandoned Cadillac down the road. I think there's anything to cling on to around this bend. I think it's the next one. Oh. I noticed in the comments as well, someone said something, I'm paraphrasing. Someone said, we love Roy and all, but it would be good if we had someone a little less of a pacifist. And someone a bit more ruthless. I wonder if anyone would like to respond to that comment and tell me the time where Roy has been a pacifist. I don't think we've seen another player since Roy has been alive. Am I wrong? Welcome all comments, but let's keep them factual. Be able to back it up if you're going to come in with something. Throw shade on our boy. Okay, I don't pull up the phone and name you now. Shame you. How dare you? See, the mind's playing tricks again now with Roy. What year is it? What year is this? Mom? Is that you? Oh no, it's a tree. Great. She was a bit green around the gills. Old Mom. She loved her Lamborghini. Lamborghini and silk cut. Could do that to a woman. Too many. Plus that bark, the colour of that tree. Almost reminds me of when she'd hit the sunbeds. Too much. Good old Debs. Come on, Roy. Couldn't you just inject yourself with something. Get an adrenaline rush, push through it. At least it's downhill. Which I don't think makes any difference when you've got zero cardio anyway. Oh, the survivor is transmitting. We haven't got a radio, have we? To listen to BBC or Radio Cymru. Okay. Stuff of dreams, that is. Get on the radio. We can try every channel. Help, help. Desperate. We need you. Between all of Ets and Barazo on the main highway. Highway to hell. Gonna bump into Chris Rea now. Oh, no, it's the road to hell. Sorry. Close. Definitely not driving home for Christmas, are we? Fuck here now. I don't even recognise this road anymore. I mean, I probably don't tend to take this route a lot. Probably count on one hand how many times I've done it, but all we need now is wolves, isn't it? Fantastic. A little deer or something though, wouldn't it? Even with this visibility. We fluke a shot with the crossbow. Get a little meal to go. Oh, hang on a minute. Ooh. Pushing round the bend. Are these the rocks now that I was talking about earlier, or have we already passed them? I can't remember. These could be the rocks on the left-hand side coming up. If they are, it really opens up then. There are not many trees either side. It's pretty much open fields, and we may, even with this shocking eyesight, we may be able to at least get something to cling on to. Give me a landmark, for God's sake. Full committed. Should we go back? Let's go back, yeah? I'll turn the car around, mine. Oh, here he goes. He's on his way out. He'll be passing out in a minute. Get anywhere near the abandoned car, but we did get round a couple of bends in the road. This bit here, where there's that metal railing, this is where it opens up. We should be able to get some... I don't think we'll be able to see the crane of Barazo, but we might be able to start seeing something else. And we've got to fight for the hospital, haven't we? Still nowhere near healing this leg. 33 minutes into episode 10. I mean, if you think episode 8, episode 9 were an hour long, that's over 2 hours now, so it's definitely not 2 hours to heal a break, unless, as I thought, and I guessed, it may reset the timer of the splint if a zombie knocks it off your leg. That's the only thing I can think of now, because we've been over 2 hours with the break. I'm pretty sure, without watching it back and literally adding it up and confirming, I'm pretty sure it's over 2 hours, but with interruptions. Several interruptions, I think. Is it 2, 3 times we've had to reapply the splint? So the only real test would be if we could get through this episode and next episode without having a zombie interfere with us. Pause. Then I'd be scratching my head. Then I would probably have to bring up the Discord and start asking questions. How come you got a fixed leg, but not me? It's gonna come to a point where Roy can't take the pain anymore. That's what I fear. A trooper, you know. He did his voluntary stint in Nam, despite being from South Wales. Odd that he got involved, really. Always a nosy bugger, though. Even as a kid, Roy. Always poking his nose in. Nothing to do with you this war, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Come over. Please tell me. Some sort of visibility. Give me something to hang on to. A straw to clutch at. I don't know why I keep looking over my shoulder. It's just to change the view, really. Tree to tree. Come on, it's a little bit of a gradient here. This isn't helping. I think it starts dropping down again the other side. That bound. I know, Roy. Tell me about it. When I was chasing Charlie through the tunnels, I developed a strange American accent, which was very weird because I'm from Swansea. Oh, every time that screen slightly brightens up, I think it's because we've lost the leg break. We might lose the leg. We're gonna lose the leg. Charlie got him good, Sarge. Oh, even with the 2,000 meter rendering adjustment, he's not really giving us any hope. I think we were further back than I even thought. Say it isn't so. Oh, it's the rocks. Yeah, here's the rocks. Okay. It's nice to see something familiar. This is just up there. Just tucked away in those rocks. You'll see a better view of them soon. Yeah, nice place to have a little sleep, I feel. Do a little bit of mining as well if you're in the market for a small stone or two, even a large stone. Why not pop into Rocks R Us? We're just past Barazo on the way to Olivets, on the highway to hell. I-666. We're open Monday through Sunday, 24 hours, 24/7. Keep an eye on the clock. 7.5 minutes in. Oh, hot mic into the world. Not a sign of the leg fixing itself. Not a sign. Will we be able to establish a visual contact with Barazo for the end of the episode? Or with something, anyway. I know it'll get our trousers wet going through the long grass, but who cares? We're going to have to consider beelining. But, to be fair, to the hospital itself, the road is going to veer off, and we probably are going to have to go across field to go straight to the hospital. The big hospital at the top by the crane. Here we go. Here's the open fields I was talking about anyway. Once you're out of the woods, so to speak, but definitely not, it does open up to our left and our right. Once we get past this bush there on the right hand side, we'll almost be parallel with those houses that you'll often see me looting if I get a Niz noise spawn and I want to go to Barazo. That way. Usually on intens. He actually died there yesterday on stream. So 2 knife wounds, which is wonderful. Even though we sprayed a guy with the scorpion. Excellent. And we got back 15 minutes later, no sign of the culprits. Definitely didn't log out. Street moon. Anyway, we digress. What is this Roy's talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about, Roy? There's our little hideout there, though. Behind those 2 big trees, tucked up against the rocks. Beautiful. Oh my god. Clear skies. Clear open fields to the left and right shortly. I think we're going to hit flashing moon soon. You are too tired. High physical activity in this state can lead to a loss of consciousness. No shit, Sherlock. Is there a... There's a chance I might have to have IRL splints on my little finger and middle finger holding the W and the control button. We might have to have a new keyboard after this. And with the addition of using thumb on the Alt to look. Good God. Talk about wristy gymnastics. Finger gymnastics. In the sunshine. I made my way to the city. There's no easy way out. We're not moving just too fast for me. Told you. Takes a toll on the brain, this. Takes a toll on the old mental state. Are we packing any Adipress? We're gonna pass out now anyway. Just down that hill though, some houses. Ooh. Now I'm starting to think I'm probably gonna regret even thinking it. Could we hit up some bins, piles of trash, houses themselves, just to mix up the monotony? But there are probably zombies there, you know? We would have to try and take them out with a crossbow, or try to time the wrench hit before they get on top of us, overwhelm us. We're going to pass out in the grass, but I just want to have a look, see if I can establish a path of least resistance, at least to one house. Maybe the front house here, or the back house. Oh my God, we can see a roof. What on earth is this? What is this sorcery? Buildings in DayZ. What? It's the lack of patience in me, and the joy of seeing a row of houses, potential bins, and all the good stuff. I don't even know if there are any bins or piles of trash in there because I don't usually look out for them. It's only when Roy needs a bin to dip. We all need to dip in somewhere sometimes, don't we? That's pulling me off the main road now like a magnet. It's like, oh, hang on a minute. Can we establish visual on a trash can? Here he comes. Here he is. At least he's not out for long. It's not that ridiculous coma or the like. Is that the attic house? The first house? No, there it is. There's the attic house. I knew there was a big gap between the houses. There's no point me going for the house if it hasn't got a bin or a trash pile around it. Do you know what I mean? So we could keep our distance. I'm just keeping this crossbow out in case a zombie has veered too far away from where they should be, which is near the main dirt road and the houses. Don't need this in our hands, so in case we pass out and lose it. I don't think there's a bin around that one. We don't need the dog houses. We're okay for hooks. You know, we're never going to pass one up, but we're not desperate. God, that's Barazo in the distance. There's the crane. I can see the crane. And it isn't Daniel LaRusso in the final. It is the crane. That bin outside that house. It's tough to tell with this sight. God. My IRL negative 5.5 short-sightedness not helping either. I can't even make out zombies, but that's the famous last words, isn't it? They might not have spawned in for me yet. Come on, Roy. Get it together. Remember, there's a restart in about 15 minutes, and we don't want to be passing out at the restart, because I'm pretty sure that would get rid of our boy. So we may have to cut this episode a little bit under the hour, maybe 50 minutes. Maybe we get I hope we get a 5-minute warning. But if we get a 10-minute warning for restarts, Yeah, we may have to cut this episode 10 to 50 minutes. Keep it to 50 minutes, rather. And then maybe episode 11 we go a little bit longer to make up for it, or keep it to the hour at least, you know? Hopefully. Pretty sure there's not a bin there. No trash piles in the middle. Why does that look like a silver trash can to me? Just by the door. Oh god. That's a Z over there, isn't it? Pretty sure that's a Z. Of course, a Z could slap us unconscious as well, and then the restart hits, boom, game over. Game thinks you're dead, so... definitely don't want to do that. There's schoolboy errors, and then there's primary schoolboy errors, nursery schoolboy errors, kindergarten errors. Maybe we get into this first house if we can. Can we dip the bin? Give people what they want at least once or twice. Episode 10. Then we pick it up after the restart for Sunday's episode. I mean, definite progress. We got out of all of it. There's another Z there, yeah. Could be biting off more than we would want to chew here. We can get them behind the houses in these fields as well. There is a bin. Bin confirmed. With the control walking, I don't even know if it would consider this to be stealthily operating. And I don't think there's a big choice of more bins here. May have done this just for one bin. Imagine it's the bin of syringes though. Oh my god, you were having a laugh. Sleeping bag. Really? We're actually in a building there. We're going to take this as our temporary base, temporary spot of respite. Under the sink, little syringe. Cheeky little junkie. All the other stats looking good. Still in the same position that we were. What's that? Window liquor? Alright, thoroughly searched. Let's close this door. Put that away, because you're about to pass out. We don't want to lose it. Just have a quick look. Pretty much all our stuff's the same as it was. We've used a match, we've made 2 bolts, we've used a couple of feathers. We've ate our chicken. We've progressed down from all of it. We've made it to this little row of houses, I don't know what to call it, between Nizhnoy and Barazo. We've searched a bin here. It doesn't look like it was worth coming off the beaten track, to be honest. We're going to have to leave cautiously. I think we're going to have to go around the rest of these buildings. I'm tempted to try and keep an eye out to see if I can see another bin or trash pile, but really it's just get around here. You hit another dirt road, you go through a little tree line. There's a deer stand we could check if we can see it. And then it's one open field and one orchard of trees between us and Barazo, our boy Roy. And potentially some salvation. I don't want to use the word enjoy, but I'm going to use it anyway. I hope you enjoyed this episode, number 10. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.